Good. Everyone stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Good, good. So now, when I count to 3, I want you to shout out what you do for a living. When I count to 3, shout out what you do for a living. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Have a seat. You're all wrong. You're in sales. And the reason that I know that you're in sales is because you're all here to learn about marketing, because you have a business, because you love what you do. But before you can do what you love to do, you have to get a customer. And the only way to get a customer is through selling. Who here loves selling? Let's talk about struggles in sales. What do most people say they struggle with in sales? What do you think? What do you think is the number one thing people struggle with? Rejection. What else? I don't know what to say. That is the number one thing that people struggle with. I just don't know what to say when I go into a sales meeting. What's the number 2 thing that you think people struggle with in sales? Closing. I don't want to be pushy, right? That is the second thing, because we've all been in front of salespeople who just push and push and push, right? And as salespeople, we don't want to be that. And what's the third thing that you think people struggle with in sales? Rejection. Nobody likes to feel rejected. So I'm going to give you another way of looking at this. Instead of not knowing what to say, offer suggestions. Instead of worrying about being pushy, be helpful. And instead of worrying about whether or not you're rejected, give them something valuable. You want to remember that you're the authority in what you do. When you're in a sales situation and you're talking to someone, you're the authority, not them. Your potential clients do not have your expertise, and it's your obligation to help and inform them. Don't be so concerned about whether or not people want what you want. Know that you are the authority. So I'm going to give you an entirely different way of looking at the sales process. And this is something that I teach in my sales training seminar. I call it the 4 energies of sales. And the first energy is the executive. This is the hardest working guy in business. The second is the old man. This is the guy who just wants the best for his clients. He's not looking to sell. Third is the dreamer, a guy who has the crazy ideas and doesn't hold back. And the fourth one is the trickster, the cheat who can do magic. The thing that people have a hard time with in this kind of sales training is they're saying, okay, so you want me to be one of these people? And the answer is no. I want you to be all 4 of them. So this is a context of drawing out one of these energies during the sales process by reading the room and what's going on. So when you're in the space of the executive, you're bold, you're direct, you're the authority. Like you might even say things like, you know what, here's your problem. Now, the old man is the exact opposite. The old man doesn't try to sell at all. The old man is just about using his experience to help others. At no point does the old man ever try to close a deal. What he does try to do is just be helpful. Next is the dreamer. This is the guy with so many ideas, probably too many ideas, but he never stops coming up with ideas. Oh, know what you should do? Dress up like a turkey. Drop flyers from a hot air balloon. Constant flow of ideas. And finally, the trickster. Now, this is an essential part of the 4 energies, because this is the part that nobody likes to cop to. And everybody gets hung up on the trickster, because the thing that they hear the most is, you want me to trick people into working with me. And that's not what I want. What I want is for you to understand that gaining someone's confidence and being able to follow through is what's most important. All right? So who wants to practice the 4 energies? So how would you start a sales process?
I would ask you how you're doing. Dan, how's your life going?
Fine.
Oh, good. And how are you feeling nowadays?
Great.
Good. Hey, there's nothing we can do to help you.
All right. Didn't work out. Big round of applause. No. Don't. Come on. We're going to get applause throughout this. I want you to recognize that you're in the space of the expert.
Yes.
Okay? So I'm going to ask you to be a little executive here. And I know that this is out of your comfort zone.
Okay.
But we wouldn't be having a conversation if everything was great and I was fine, would we?
No.
Right? So you're going to have to be a little pushy with me. So here's the pushy, all right? Like, really, Dan? Because we wouldn't be having this conversation if there wasn't something up. Tell me what that is.
Really? Your life is so good that there's nothing that you would change about it?
Well, so okay, now see what happened, right? All right. So when she stepped in the place of the authority in her business, now I have a reason. All right. So the people that you sell to, they will test you to see what you're made of. Okay, great. So keep going.
Okay. And what would you change in your life?
I'd like to be able to sleep more. Like I don't get great
Okay.
sleep.
So you're not able to sleep at night?
Okay, great. So now I've given you like a big open space, so you can jump into, like I've just opened my heart a little bit to her, what I'm struggling with. Now you want to start giving me some help with that.
So what I hear you say is that you don't sleep well at night? That you would like to have?
I would like to,
sleep?
yes, right, yeah.
Okay, and can I offer a suggestion how you could have more restful sleep?
Good. Yeah, please. Great, good. Time out. Doing great, doing really good. So there's a term I call giving people one potato chip out of the bag. Right? So imagine you give someone one potato chip out of the bag. What do they want? More potato chips. So we only want to give them one. Right? So you want to give me a piece of advice, but don't give me too much. Right? Like keep me interested.
Let me make a suggestion.
Yeah.
You could
Please.
have a more restful sleep.
All right.
Okay, or creative one. Let's think about a homeopathic remedy to help you sleep at night.
Okay, great.
That'd
good.
be fantastic.
Okay, good. So now we've done this, all right? And I'm like kind of putty in her hands. Now you're going to have to jump back to the executive, all right?
And to help you be more, help you sleep at night, be more restorative and more effective the next day in your business and your life.
Oh, that'd be great, yeah.
I can actually help you with that.
How much is that?
Well, we can talk about some packages
good.
and some deals.
Time out. So as soon as someone says, how much is that? All right. A lot of people go blank because it's like, oh crap, now we're in the real deal here, right? So instead, you want to divert that question. They're not really saying, how much is this? What they're saying is, I'm scared. So what you want to respond to is, I have a lot of ways I can help you.
Okay.
All
I
right?
have a lot of ways I can help you. And we can put together a protocol for you.
Actually, so say, I have, for people with sleep problems, I have a special package.
For people with sleep problems, I have a special package.
Trickster, all right? She might not have that. But can you go back to the office and create one?
Sure can.
Okay, so move back to the executive, all right? Like, wow, okay, so how much is that?
Well,
Okay, good. Don't let the other person run the sales meeting. It's your sales meeting. Who's the expert here in this, me or you? Right.
I'm the authority.
Great. So start with this. Here's what we need to do.
Okay, here's what we need to do. Let's make an appointment, let's get together, and let's have a discussion, an open dialogue of what your desires and needs are.
Okay, let me think about it.
Well, let's make an appointment now because your life is worth a good night's sleep, isn't it?
Good, yeah. So be a little more executive with that.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that, and I want you to say, hey, Dan.
Okay.
All right? Let me think about it.
Hey, Dan, isn't your life worth a good night's sleep?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Right.
All right, so let's
So quit screwing around. Let's have a.
let's quit screwing.
Awesome job. Big round of applause. That's tough stuff.